sister. Thinking being promiscuous is the business. I don't have no time to play around. What is this? Being masculine like it's cool when you need to stop it. Live on social media, promote being toxic. I never understand. Every move inspired by man, yet you claim independence. Whole life is a scam. You've been programmed, self-respect on zero. Proud to teach young girls to be a 304. I'm sick of thought shaking asses, sick of bags and glasses, sick of period fools and these gold digging badges, sick of proud prostitutes bragging on their gap, infecting all with your acts, teaching the kids that. In fact, it's getting sicker, even sicker perhaps, when you find out these savages live the words of these raps. On demon time screaming who they hated. That's why reality has officially been reinstated.
Two. My name is Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty. Today is going to be a little different. Normally I don't talk about things like this on my platform, but given the recent events that have happened in the last couple of days, given the state of the world and what's going on right now, as a black man, I would be wrong if I didn't address this. Before I even get started, I'd like to send condolences to the family and friends of Kevin Samuels. I would like to say rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. And in the aftermath of his passing, there have been a lot of interesting things that have taken place. For one of my biggest fears and one of my biggest gripes about the time that we are in is because a lot of information is being shared through social media. Social media is the place where a lot of people find out a lot of different things. I still feel that when it comes down to death, there should be a phone call. People should be notified through the phone or in person. The fact that this man's mama found out her son passed through social media blows my mind. Because I've lost people. And before I care to share it via social media, I would contact the people if I could and tell them myself. It's a very difficult thing to do, but I have been in that position more than one time in my life. And it's a courtesy thing. It's a respect thing. You got to think, there's a lot of people that find out about the death of their loved ones through social media, and that don't make them feel good, especially when these people got telephones. Everybody has a cell phone. I just don't like that. I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I hate that had to happen that way. Outside of that, you have an enormous amount of modern day women who are celebrating the death of a black man. And I'm going to say that one more time. You have sissified, simp-ass niggas and modern-day thought pockets, Jezebels, whatever you want to call them, hoes, sluts, bitches, whatever, whatever you want to call them, celebrating the death of a black man. Now let that sink into your psyche real quick. Ain't this the same group of women that say they independent and they don't need a man, but Every move they make is for male attention. Everything they do is for male attention. They don't need a man, but guess who they want to pay their bills? They don't need a man, but guess who they want to get with to make a child? They don't need a man, but always vying for the attention of one. Make that make sense. These same group of women are celebrating the death of a black man as if they're not gonna die. They're gonna live forever. Please. That's why you're in last place. And just because Mr. Kevin Samuels is gone to a better place, it doesn't change the fact of the reality that he spoke. It doesn't change the truth. It doesn't change who you are. First of all, if anybody celebrates the death of anybody, you in last place. I don't know where this comes from. This damn show wasn't in my generation. Because I have respect for the dead. Even if I didn't like them. You'll never hear me disrespect the dead. I just don't do that. But this generation, they get off on disrespecting the dead, going to the grave, pissing on the grave, talking down on them, talking down on their family. Hey, man, I ain't from that school. I'm not from that era. And I'm happy I'm not. Because that shit is whack. And it's also bringing bad energy on yourself. You're never supposed to clap for someone's downfall. You're never supposed to applaud anyone going to jail. You're never supposed to celebrate anyone dying. You're never supposed to do that. But you can get on TikTok and you can see these scoop ball head ass bitches doing it. I said what I said. And I don't give a fuck. If you hate black men, just say that. Because that's the impression that you're giving off. Personally, if anybody celebrate anybody's death just because they didn't like the views of this individual, you should be labeled as a red flag. And I bet a lot of them are single. So you're having a celebration of death, and it's just you. You ain't got no dude, not even a potential runner-up. You just have social media, whoever's following you and whoever's cheering you along. And let me say this. Mr. Samuels, I didn't agree with everything Mr. Samuels had to say, to be honest with you. There was a few things he said that I just did not agree with. I didn't agree with the way he talked about the way black men dressed. He had a show where he talked about black men over a certain age wearing what would be considered casual clothing, Jordans, things of that nature. You know, I'm not the type of person that's gonna wear a suit. I don't like to wear suits. I have a suit. I have 2 or 3 suits, but I don't like wearing suits. And where we are in Texas right now, it's hot as hell. You can't wear no suit every day. You know what I'm saying? And just because I don't wear a suit don't make me any less of a man than anyone else. I choose to wear what I want to wear. See, nobody buys my clothes. I do. So I dress myself. And if somebody is going to label me something because of the way I dress, then I don't want to be around you anyway. That's how I feel. But he did make that a point in one of his shows. I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with the whole tricking, buying pussy. I ain't never had to do it, so I'm not going to do it now just because you got some people that's under the impression that this is the wave. I don't follow no fucking wave. I am the wave. I don't pay for pussy. I don't do that. But on his show, he said there was nothing wrong with it. I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But just because I didn't agree with those 2 points, I would not celebrate a man's death. Because it's a lot of stuff Kevin Samuels said that I agree with, especially about modern day women. Everything he said about modern day women was spot on, correct. When he broke women down on his platform and y'all called it bashing, no, that wasn't bashing. That was showing it what it is. That was proving the truth, putting the truth out there for the world to see. And I'm proud that he did that because a lot of dudes' eyes have been open since he started doing that. And do you think that it's going to fade off since he left? No. It's going to get worse for y'all because it's going to be a gang of dudes talking that same shit Kevin was talking going forward. Watch what I tell you. My platform was created to speak about brutal honesty in regards to hip-hop and things associated with hip-hop. Because if you look at the landscape of YouTube, you will see that there are a lot of people that talk about the same shit. I didn't want to make a platform talking about the same thing everybody else did. But this situation is so big. This situation has caused so many waves, I have to address it. As a black man, I have to address it. I hope that black men out there are paying attention because this is a big ass learning lesson, a major one. And if you're paying attention, you can look around and you can see which women respect and love black men, and you can see the ones who don't. And the ones who don't, y'all need to move away from them. Don't give them no time, no energy, no attention. They don't deserve shit. They deserve to be by their goddamn self. I would like to shout out everybody who has given Mr. Samuels a proper tribute. Fresh and Fit did a tribute for Kevin Samuels. There are other YouTubers. Even Pink Book Lessons did a nice dedication to Kevin Samuels. I thought that was cool. There's a couple of people who I have not heard speak on it yet. I'm assuming that they will in the next couple of days, but shout out to everybody who is given the proper respect. And surprisingly, you do have a lot of black women who are putting this into proper perspective and giving the man a proper tribute as he deserves. You know what I'm saying? It's not all bad. It's just unfortunate that in our community, black men don't live long. And not only on top of that, you see that a great portion of our women don't give a fuck about us. They only see us as a paycheck. And that's the truth. Nobody wants to say that, but I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to be brutally honest about it. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That was a song that was made in 1992. And that shit's still relevant today. You see why I love 90s music so much? Things that happen in life, there are records that dictate those motherfucking moments and activities to a T. That's why the 90s era in rap is the best era, because those records are still relevant today. But as soon as I saw women celebrating the death of this man, Bitches Ain't Shit, the song just instantly popped in my head. I've been listening to it all weekend because it's still relevant. And not only that, that particular song had Jewell at the end. I like to send condolences to the family and friends of Jewell Caples, the first lady of Death Row, the songstress who was featured on records like Dre Day, Bitches Ain't Shit, Let Me Ride, Who's My Name, For the Love of Money. She also did I'd Rather Fuck You with Eazy-E. Of course, the world knows her from her work on All Eyes on Me, Holla at Me, Thug Passion. You know, so many classic records with Machiavelli. I would like to say rest in peace to her. You know what I'm saying? And send condolences out to her family and her friends. You know what I'm saying? But I've been jamming that song on repeat pretty much since this has been taking place. And I don't feel bad saying it either. You know, because it's a cold world, man, when you wake up and you realize you a black man, all your people ain't with you. Everybody is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Some people, some of your people don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Including the women, you know. And man, that's a cold one right there, man. That's a cold one, but you seeing it, man. Because if they celebrate the death of somebody who tried to bring them truth, that's how you know the world lost. That's how you know the world is lost. And it ain't no saving it. You know what I mean? That's real, man. That needed to be addressed. That needed to be discussed. That needed to be talked about, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this show being called Unpopular Honesty, when a situation like that happens, you have to address it. And you have to address it head on. So to all the females out there who, you know, celebrated the death of a black man, who felt the need to rejoice in the fact that another black man has left the earth, and all the simps, suckers, beta males, aka slaves to mediocre pussy, celebrated the death of a black man. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to say, fuck you very much. And for motherfuckers that look like you. To my people who may be hurt behind this, take it as a lesson. It's a lot to learn here. I mean, let's be real. The things that Kevin Samuel said, that stuff is going to be out there forever. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be out there forever. And hopefully, I hope that there is more than one man or group of men who continue this conversation that Kevin Samuels was on and keep the pressure on the back of these modern day women's necks. Yes, do that. 110%. You have my support. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth needs to be told. The delusion needs to be killed. Hot girl summer should be murdered. Yeah, I said it. Hot girl summer should be murdered. Thoughtism should be destroyed. I said it. Thoughtism should be destroyed. Simptism temptation activity should be destroyed. Being a sucker, being easy to come out the pocket for a woman who is grown should be banned and outlawed. And if it takes me standing up, coming out of my character, stepping off of what I normally do as my content to address this shit, so be it. Fuck each and every last one of y'all. From the bottom of my heart, fuck each and every last one of y'all. The modern day women, the thots, the proud sluts, the proud prostitutes, the beta males, the simps, the proud suckers. Fuck all of y'all.